Hi, I'm in the dark. Anyways, so um, we're doing a double review today. I don't know if they're gonna be two separate videos or just one video, like each. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll figure it out. But anyways, so first movie I saw was Pearl. This is gonna be my first apology video on this channel because in my review of X, I gave the shittiest take that's ever been said on the internet. I went in there expecting like some weird like hereditary style movie, even though it was clearly a slasher film for what it was marketing itself as, and I went in expecting something totally different. I'm just an idiot. Like, can I be any more stupid? Like, come on. Anyways, now that it's been a few months since that review, I want to clarify. I think X is an awesome movie. I think I was kind of middle of the road on it in that review I did, but X is a great movie. It is a great movie, okay? And I'm dumb, okay? The movie's awesome. I've seen it again. It's great. So I was really excited for Pearl, and I really like this movie a lot. Yeah, it's just it's great. So first things first, you already know Mia Goth absolutely kills it in this movie. She is a superstar. I mean, like I found like I watched an interview with her after the movie, and I found out that she's like freaking British, and I'm like, what? I thought you were from Texas. Really thought you were from Texas, girl. I was just blown away by that. When I first watched X, I had no idea that she also played Pearl. I swear to God, I thought they just got some old lady and maybe put on a little bit of makeup to make her look a little more like broken down. It blew my mind when I found out that was also Mia Goth. I had no idea. So she does a great job as Pearl in this movie. And the actual movie's good too, you know? I went in there expecting another X, just another slasher flick, and it is. But I also got a really interesting character study. I really like that this movie, it has a plot, but I feel like that's not really the most important thing about it. The most important thing about it is, well, Pearl. And like really the film's like conclusion comes uh like 20 minutes before the movie officially ends. You know what I mean? In terms of the story. And everything that happens after that is just kind of bonus, you know. Uh yeah, if I did have one complaint with this movie, I would say that I would have liked maybe that musical sequence at the end. Spoilers. Shit, I'm sorry. There's a musical sequence at the end. You already knew that, but it's really, really a lot of fun, and I would have liked more stuff like that in the movie. And there's something like that earlier in the movie with a scarecrow, which is a great scene. Like she dances with a scarecrow, and then she has sex with it. Like that's funny. Um, but yeah, that musical number at the end, I really liked it. I would have liked to it go a little more extreme, like go crazy. This is a crazy ass character. I would have liked to just go a little bit higher. But hey, I get it. It's a really low budget movie. I mean, they filmed it back to back with another movie, so I get it. Um, but yeah, I can't say enough about Mia Goth. I think it's hilarious that people online are treating her like how film bros treat Patrick Bateman or any Ryan Gosling character. I know they're doing it ironically, but I still think it's hilarious. Um, yeah, I think man, and this movie does what a good prequel should do, and it's make the original work better. There's a lot of stuff in X that is made a lot better because of this movie, and even some small stuff. Like for example, there's a scene where she tells Bobby Lynn, she says, "I don't like blondes," and this movie explains that. Um, and the crocodile in X has a more meaningful uh, sort of he has a more meaningful place in the film because of this film Pearl. So yeah, and I like that this movie didn't rely on X too much. I mean, you would definitely appreciate it more, but I feel like if you didn't watch X, which you should, it's a great movie, you'd still get a lot out of this film. Um, yeah, I really love this movie. Again, Mia Goth, she just absolutely kills it. There's a scene at the end that some people are a little mixed on, where she has like no joke, like a 10-minute monologue just about her life, what she hates, what she loves, Howard. Um, and it's great. I'm hanging on every word she's saying. Pearl is destined to become a super iconic horror villain just from this and X alone. Um, I really love this film. I couldn't get enough of it. I didn't feel like Mia Goth carried the movie, even though she did, but I felt like it's a movie that doesn't just ride off of, oh, let's hope this performance is good. Because it has more to it than that. It's got a lot of great shots. It's got really fun music. Tyler Bates, who's awesome, does the music. But at the same time, Mia Goth, she does really like. I mean, the fact that she was able to play this character and not make it feel like a cartoon, like in it. Obviously, it's a horror movie villain, but she still felt like a real tangible character. Like she was very complex, especially in that monologue in the end. If I did have one complaint with this movie is that this isn't a spoiler, but the character Howard from X, who is like the old man, isn't in this movie much, and he doesn't really mean much. And what they do with that character in this film, I don't want to say what, but he does, play a factor. I felt like it isn't. They could have done more in explaining why he is the way he is in X, because they really don't. And I would have liked a little more on that. That being said, it does lead into an amazing final shot. The final shot of this movie is phenomenal. I loved it. I was like, watching it, I was like, wow. This is a great movie. Definitely. Is it my favorite horror movie of the year? Maybe. I'd have to think about it. It's almost not even a horror movie. It's almost more of a character study. But yeah, really enjoyed this movie. Highly recommend you see it. Alright, now let's talk about a shittier movie.